Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again with the reaction for guys. Take us, of course, to continue the journey of Ben 10 Omniverse. This is Season 3, Episode 8. Of course, we'll not know the title until I get into the episode. Last week's episode, I think it's fair to say, was one of the weirder episodes of Omniverse, or at least, like, confusing. Not so much, like, story-wise, but just, like, why are we doing this exactly? Like, the opening where you had Plumber stranded on a planet, in terms of, like, hey, they're stuck out here and everything, and we may need to go save them. And they're saying, stay away, we're in deep space, we're in like we're not supposed to go in this part of basically the galaxy or whatever, and we're here, like, don't come try to save us. And they end up actually doing it. But it's just the way that Max calls upon the best pilot, which is a duck, by the way, and everyone's scared of him for some reason. And he has this computer program AI that runs the ship that you can't understand a freaking word until Ben turns into gray matter. And then, of course, you had that, like, one guy all about the animals and stuff who shows up, and I forget even the Graggle Flint, I think it's Graggle Flint or something, and that whole thing was, like, attacking everything and destroying the ship. It's just a weird episode. It was just weird, but that's what I guess I should be expecting from Ben 10 Omniverse, so I'm not really too surprised. It was just, okay, I wasn't sure where we're going here, but here we are. So you just never know. So I'm not sure what to expect going on from this point, because I don't really think there's any real kind of direction of this season, per se. Like, Season 1 and Season 2 had some points that made sense in terms of where we're heading in terms of the story. This, I'm not really noticing a path, per se. Maybe I'm just missing it, or maybe I'm just like, well, maybe, I don't know. But we're going to dive in and see what happens next, because from what I've been seeing the last couple episodes, I have no idea what to expect, even more so than normal. So let's just dive in and see what the hell happens here. Let's get into it.
A crime in progress.
Crime?
See? Watch me kicking the space drive.
Oh, that's his brother,
Looks
right?
to me like your brother's getting pretty good at that.
Okay. Ben 10.
It does not move like any ship I have seen.
What?
What kind of
Oh.
wacky flying is that?
Oh, I like that. Terrorist man.
I detect no onboard communications. Maybe
It's
they
your
could
brother.
keep landing.
Crashing. Oh,
When did you learn to pilot a ship?
Oh,
while you were
while
gone.
you were away.
Well, that was the title.
Ravana has been invaded. You must help.
Why wasn't he telling his brother?
Our family.
Oh my god, they've done a lot of work.
Proceed with our test run.
What?
Hey, Psychobos.
Sorry, I'm pausing. Okay, we're just gonna randomly bring him back. We haven't seen him in a bit, and all of a sudden he's working with her? Unless I missed something. Anyways, like, alright, he's back.
How about you blow this, and I crack your shell open just like I did that jail cell you were rotting in. And
Oh.
I have that big brain served up to me. Do your job.
Do your job.
I will.
I get the berries, you make the formula, and we leave this dump. Oh, and I use the term loosely. Wait till I tell everyone back home that I was in a high.
Why are they in the
chase with
harvester?
legendary Ben 10.
Exactly.
I had to fabricate many parts to equip the space drive.
This is part of the rig. Have you made a starship engine out of farm tools?
Many eating utensils
Why are they...
used as well.
Okay, whatever.
We could have called Rad Dudesman.
I am not worried.
Oh,
We have
rad.
a great Ben
Yeah, we
10
could have called him
officer.
again.
I fear that our people may not fare well in an invasion.
Yeah, against frogs, yes. But there's nobody around. Something's up. They're being forced to, yeah.
Pray tell, what are you doing here?
Well,
We heard there was trouble.
How did you manage to contact your brother?
Are you certain all is well?
Of course. You'll join us, Tennyson. I insist.
Father, you taught me that a Ravanagander's nutritional needs are...
Now, Rook Blanco, I don't wish to hear your dim-witted theories. You plumbers are just like your precious Calvins. You think you're so smart.
Something's way off.
he
And
knows.
It isn't the grammar.
Exactly.
Father, when was the new pipeline built? So you're fine with your son being a plumber?
What? Who cares about that? It's inconsequential. Incursions? You're a
Yes.
fool. The
You're a
incursions
fool.
don't have a thing to do with our little planet.
Do you believe me or not?
Oh, they have to, yeah.
These aren't the people I met before.
Oh. Yeah, run. Oh, man. He's moving so fast. Oh my god. You might want to move. Oh, these things. Oh no.
Not to worry.
Oh.
Sure. We believe that the incursions have all of Ravana under some sort of mind control.
Mind control.
Never gone to Earth.
They were spraying something in the fields. And all at once,
that makes sense.
Ravana stopped resisting.
By now, the incursions have enough fuel for 100 fleets, and the pipeline is still flowing.
Damn. One little drop.
Of modified Ogia concentrate. We will soon be able to control the minds.
A few trillion mind-controlled drones. Now we're getting
Yeah, that's
somewhere.
he's gonna control you though.
That won't be necessary.
Exactly, he's gonna turn on you. Now they see how big this operation. Oh shit. Too late.
Are you all right, Rookshaw?
The incursions don't have a thing to do with our little planet.
That was quick.
And I use the term loosely.
Oh, he's stuck. Yep, anytime, Ben. Come on. Are they good now? Oh, they're just there now. Okay.
This weapon must be the origin of the mind control system.
All right, destroy it. Oh,
Pause off, Ravana Ganzer.
Dr. Psychobos!
yes, you're correct. Oh, what is that? Huh?
To be one of these.
What is this alien? Okay, interesting.
Energy whipping deals too.
Where? Oh, that was cool. All right. Oh. Just take them all out. Yep. Oh my god. All right, it's all gone. Mind control's done. Yep.
You hurt my family, my planet,
Always pissed.
our way of life.
I'll take that.
Uh-oh.
Get lost, Tennyson.
Oh.
I am proud of you. Why do you think Rookshar wants to be a plumber?
Shar, you do?
Yeah.
You have become a hero while you were away.
That's nice.
This is all that's left of your mind control.
They should have destroyed it somehow.
I, as commander,
And there you guys have it. Overall, a pretty decent episode of Omniverse. I wasn't sure where we were going with this episode, but I was surprised by the return of Dr. Psychobos. I almost flubbed that. Dr. Psychobos. I'm not used to saying that name, but he just randomly just is here, right? And you have Atea, who we've been seeing a lot more of, and they're called the Incursions, which is like, I guess, the group or whatever the species that these frogs are. Anyways, they call them the Incursions, and there's this plan to, well, the original idea was to create this sort of like mind control that could control everything in the galaxy, which is like what? Like insanity, but still they have enough now, like barely enough, and then they're heading to Earth. I'm assuming they're going to try to control Ben. That's my theory. We'll see what happens. Or maybe control the plumbers. That's based on Earth, maybe. And then that would basically cause into a tailspin of the rest of the plumbers that are stationed everywhere else, in terms of like, now you have the main hub where like Max and everything. Maybe that's the thinking, that they're gonna try to mind control the plumbers, possibly. But we have Rook's little brother, called Young One. I think that was the name, right? And he traveled to Earth in some sort of harvester machine. He somehow flew all the way. Who knows how far the planet is from his homeworld, like Rook's homeworld and everything, to Earth and how much time has passed exactly from when the incursion showed up, because like that pipeline and everything was added pretty quick. I don't know, they must have been there for quite some time. But anyways, how he was able to manage to get all the way there, and then they flew back in the harvester, all three of them. It's like, wouldn't you want to take something else? Like, well, this is the safest thing to get into incursion space. It's like, but is it really? But the reveal of Rook's family and everybody else on the planet being under that mind control like device and the spray and everything, the way it was played out in the dinner scene was pretty interesting, funny, and I liked how there was the slow reveal, even though it was very obvious to us, the audience, that something's wrong. To have all three of them like just questioning things, like, because Ben's like, well, besides like the weird way he's speaking, which is like, first of all, Rook's species as a whole, they talk a little bit different. But Ben's like, there's definitely more going on here wrong than the grammar, which is like, yes, because he isn't treating Ben like crap. And then at the end of the episode, we see the growth of Rook's father, because Rook's dad, in a previous episode when he was first introduced, was very upset with Rook, because Rook left home and he didn't basically follow in the footsteps of what he was expecting his son to become, which is what he's doing, basically being a part of the harvesting and everything of the planet. But he's now seeing there's more that could be accomplished in the world, in the galaxy, and seeing his son become the hero while he was away, which while you were away was, I think that's the name of the title of the episode. But the way he's like, well, even your sister and even, you know, your youngest brother, look, he's wanting to travel to the stars, and your sister is wanting to become a plumber. She wants to train to be a plumber. It's because he's inspiring those around him to do better, to do something. And it doesn't mean abandon your home and like, who cares about your past and everything. It's more so like, what else can you bring to the world that would be right for you, would be the right fit? And the fact that Rook was able to step outside of the normal of what you're supposed to do on his planet in terms of the kind of progression of, you know, growing up in this society and then becoming part of the harvest when that's the case, to see him step outside of that and to get into something where he's now the partner of Ben Tennyson, the owner of the Omnitrix, the savior of all these different places and stuff. Look where he's at, because he decided to take a step outside of what's supposed to be the norm for him through life. He took a step and took a chance. And look, he's freaking kicking ass, taking names. Seeing Rook a little frustrated and angry at the end was good. They should have destroyed that vial, though, right? Because they were still a little bit left. There should have been like some sort of destruction, like they drop it and they shoot it or something. But of course, we still have 2 episodes left to go in the season, so you can't do that. So it seems like, even though I just said in the intro, it seems it's very clear now that the actual main, I guess, kind of plot thread we're following, because we've been seeing a lot more of them, is Princess Atea and the incursions. So it seems like they're kind of the main focus here for this season, even though it's not been a lot of focus. Which then again, when we had Dr. Psychobos, see, once again I have to slow the naming of that town, and you had like that all going down, and I forget his name, but he was Kyber the Hunt. Kyber, you had him as well. They weren't in every single episode when they were kind of the focal point of the first 2 seasons, or at least the first season for sure. They weren't the main focus of like every single episode. They weren't in every single episode. But it feels like in this season specifically, we've had a lot more non-incursion or Princess Atea episodes. So if the main focus, which it seems like more so with them appearing again in this episode and the kind of big scheming plans they have, and now they're heading to Earth, it seems like, okay, but maybe you should have had more focus and all that for this, but that's just me. Just give my 2 cents on that. So overall, it was a decent episode. We also get introduced to a new alien. I forgot to mention this because I've been having literally a trouble. See, I can't fucking talk. Trouble getting this review recorded because I kept fumbling and fucking up my words. Astrodactyl. I should have mentioned this way sooner. I do apologize. But we got a new alien in this episode. And the way they revealed, like, the way he's flying, and then, like, he has, like, these power whips, like, it's, like, pretty cool, or it's, all right, cool. It's a different kind of, and Ben says, I've always wanted to be one of these. Like, we haven't even seen one of these guys before. I mean, I don't remember ever seeing an alien like this before, so I don't know what the hell he's talking about. But regardless, we got a new alien, and of course, they never said the name, but it's in the credits. So I'm like, okay, I gotta look it up, because, I mean, to me, it's not a spoiler if I find out the name, because you've shown the alien, I've seen the look of it, you can't just not, tell me not to look at it to see what the name is for it. So yeah. We've been turned into some ones I wasn't expecting, like Ball Weevil. He turned to Gravitack. David K was back for that, so that was cool. And Terraspin was a nice surprise as well. I've seen that here. So Ben turned into some different aliens for sure. Like more so ones I wasn't expecting, and of course, like I said, a new one. So it's good to see more variation of aliens Ben's turning into. So overall, that's pretty cool. So anyways, that's kind of it. Hope you guys enjoy the reaction. I'm curious to know what you guys thought about this episode of Ben 10 Omniverse, and we'll see what happens next. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.